Hello everybody and welcome back to just a quick little unboxing and first impressions video. Now today we're going to be taking a look, as you can probably tell from the title, at an Android phone. Yes, this is actually the Samsung Galaxy Express 3 4G LTE Android smartphone, as you can see right there. I recently picked this up for the sole purpose of having this as a backup phone, as my main iPhone 6s that I use on a daily basis is actually in service right now. So I do need to have a decent phone to use in the meantime. And I decided to pick this one up because of a couple user ratings that I saw online. A lot of people said it was a very good phone, and I was actually able to get a pretty good deal on this. So that's pretty cool. But this phone I believe this is a 4.5-inch screen on here. It is 4G LTE, which is a huge feature for these budget phones. I think most of them have it now. Most of them have started to go with 4G LTE, and it's on the AT&T network. This is actually an AT&T Go phone, as you can see right there. But I'm just going to be using my main AT&T SIM with this. Around the side, just kind of says on the AT&T Nationwide 4G LTE network. It's kind of got all of the stuff that you would expect on a phone packaging. But let's just start opening this thing here. We're going to actually be turning this thing on in this video, seeing what it's all about. I am pretty excited for this. I mean, this is something that I've kind of wanted to get a backup phone for a while, and I've just never really needed like the actual reason to, because I've always had my phone. It works perfectly fine. But this is going to be one of those cases where I actually do need one, because I need to have a phone for the 1 or 2 weeks. I think it's about 1 week, maybe 1.5 weeks that this thing or that my main iPhone is going to be in service. So here is the phone right here. I'm just going to pull out of its nice little case it has here. And so far it feels like pretty nice phone. First impressions of it, I guess you could say. Yeah, this is a 4.5-inch screen. So the iPhone 6 does have, I think it's a 4.7-inch screen. So a little bit smaller, but it's still going to work perfectly fine. This is not an HD screen though. That was one of the major downsides with this. But this phone is like regularly, I think, $40 or $50, and I got it for substantially less than that. So I was able to get this at a very good price, and I'm pretty happy with that. Even though it's not going to be an HD phone, but it also kind of tells you some of the features it has. If I can get the camera to focus here, for some reason I always have problems with that, but it is running Android Marshmallow 6.0, which is more recent version of the Android operating system, which is pretty nice. It has 8 gigs of internal memory in here, but you can actually put a 128 gig card in here if you wanted to. And you can see there it is, talking about the 4.5-inch WVGA. It is, however, a Super AMOLED screen, so that's pretty nice as well. It's got a 5-megapixel rear-facing camera, a 2-megapixel front-facing, and of course 4G LTE. Also in here we've got your standard Samsung accessories. We've got your wall adapter and your USB cable. So that's pretty nice right there. And we've got all your AT&T paperwork. I think most of this is, there's a user's guide. They tell you how to save money using Go phones and whatever. And you of course get your standard Samsung battery, and then your little security tab at the bottom that is just in there in case you try to steal it, obviously. So we're going to do what everybody does in these videos and kind of peel off the side plastic here, the noise that everybody likes hearing. And there's like a bunch of different, it's got this tiny little piece on the side here, so we're just going to kind of set that aside. We'll kind of do that. That just came up very loud on the audio recording software. It's going to be a major peak there, but you can see that, this is the phone. It is made of a sort of plasticky feeling material, but that's definitely something that you're going to have to take into account, that at this price point, most of these phones are going to be, I'm not saying that it's cheaply made, saying that it's like badly made, but they did have to make a couple of compromises when they were making this phone to get it at that. I think it's again like a $50 price point. So we're just going to pull the back off here. Should just be able to do this on camera here. So there's The back side coming off. Do not want to show the serial number or anything like that, but we're just gonna, so there is a SIM card in here. I do want to actually put my SIM card in here, so let me just do that real quick. Alright, so we are back, and I did have a little bit of a problem trying to set this guy up. What was happening is, I tried to put my iPhone SIM card into here, which, you know, should work because it's a, you know, AT&T SIM card, and and it wasn't allowing me to get past the network part of the setup. It kept giving me an error saying it could not find a valid network connection. And I tried the same thing with the included GoPhone SIM card, and it was doing the same thing. So I just, you know, ended up taking the SIM card out, and you know, as you can see, it works perfectly fine now. I'm here on the lock screen. It does say that there's no SIM card. It's, you know, at 19% battery and everything, but you know, it does work, so that's cool. I'm just gonna log in here, and you can see, yeah, so here it is. I mean, it is, you know, obviously, I think this is a little bit skinned, a, you know, version of Android 6.0 that has a couple of the Samsung stuff in here. It of course has a lot of the AT&T stock apps, such as, you know, my AT&T, the Yellow Pages, all these things that, you know, I'm probably not even going to use. It's got all the Samsung stuff. For some reason, full screen is on here. That's kind of odd. Is that the YouTube network? I think that is. Well, I don't, like, I'm not signed in, obviously, but you know, that's kind of odd. So, you know, you have your whole folder of Google stuff. You know, you've got a lot of stuff on here. Again, there's a whole folder for AT&T. Most of this stuff, like I said, I'm probably not really going to use, but you know, it's I don't know. Some people will say that it's nice that they put it on here. Some people will you know, totally hate it because it's like a bunch of, you know, stock stuff. Like, I'm probably never going to use the full screen app because I don't even use them. I don't even use like a, you know, multi-channel network. If this is even full screen, I don't even know if it is. But so anyway, guys, that's going to about wrap it up for a quick little unboxing and overview of the Samsung Galaxy Express 3, which is going to be my phone for the next, you know, couple of weeks. A week to 2 weeks is what I'm expecting my iPhone to take to, you know, get fixed up and everything. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, definitely sure to subscribe for more videos like this in the near future. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.